What's up, guys? Welcome back to Barfly FreePour. Today we've got a really interesting episode for you. We partnered up with Buffalo Trace to show you guys a virtual tour of the distillery. I thought that was really cool. You know, just because we're social distancing and we can't travel right now doesn't mean that we can't take a distillery tour of one of the oldest bourbon distilleries in the country. And I thought it'd be kind of nice if I had a little bit of Buffalo Trace myself. Poured myself out a little glass to have a little nip while we explore the distillery. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna put on my headphones and start the, so we should probably sign into our account. We're going to start a new tour. All right, and we can meet our tour guide here. So what's pretty cool here is you can do a little tutorial, which I'll show you in-game how everything works, and then we can just meet our tour guide. So this is the guy who kind of takes you through the distillery. I will let you guys read this on your own time, and then we will just choose our tour. You can do 3 different tours. We're going to pick the distillery tour. All right, so let me just talk about the controls for a little second here. So basically the way that you can do this is you can actually just use your mouse and click on this little joystick and move around. Or you can just use the mouse to sort of click anywhere on the screen and sort of drag over to look. If you do that and you don't want to use the joystick, you can also use the W, A, S, and D buttons to move straight right, straight left, backwards and forwards. If you click on this little buffalo emblem here, it takes you to rankings. And if you go here, it'll show you kind of like a bottle collection. So we're going to collect bottles as we go on the tour. And as you collect bottles, it gives you a little quiz that you can take on each bottle. So we click on, we just like walk up to this, and then we click on this little buffalo icon to start our tour.
In 1934 by Albert Blanton. And he lived there until he passed away in 1959. It was a common practice in Kentucky for a distillery manager to have a house on or adjacent to the distillery property. In 1961, the house was transferred to the distillery and has since been used for offices.
So, oh look, so we can enter, you know, by clicking on the door. And what's cool about this is like a totally open world game, so you can just kind of move and go wherever you want. I think that just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to just stay kind of on the tour. Let's walk in here. Oh, and here's our first bottle. Bourbon Cream. Here we go. Pick it up. Buffalo Trace Distillery is designated as a National Historic Landmark. What year was the first distillation? 1833. Oh, 1786 is the right answer then. The answer is B. All right, well, I got that one wrong. But we picked up our first bottle, and as you can see...
Nice collection you're putting together here.
It's now here, and we can click on the bottle and get info on the bottle, which is pretty cool. Kind of go here, and I'll look at this little garden area. Oh, I fell off. Still learning to move around. Oh, you can jump. Nice, spacebar is jump, guys. I just found that out. Go up here and take a look. I want to see what this info link is. Ooh, the garage. The 2-bay garage is original to the 1934 construction of Stony Point, and flat roof provides a great point to survey the entire grounds of the distillery. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. We can jump over, go inside the gardens. All right, so we'll continue our tour.
Warehouse X is the most advanced whiskey warehouse ever built. For decades, we have been crafting experimental whiskeys by exploring variables such as unique mash bills, barrel char levels, and different types of wood. We have taken our out-of-the-barrel thinking one step further with this warehouse.
So
it was custom built with 4 separate aging chambers and an open-air breezeway. Each chamber ages 30 barrels at a time, and we are measuring the effects of light, temperature, humidity, and airflow. We are able to control each of those variables in the 4 chambers and have the ability to mimic the outside conditions that the breezeway is experiencing.
So this door has an arrow on it, so we can click on it and go inside. Oh, here we go. There's a second bottle. Pappy 12. What is the name of the bourbon that is evaporated during the aging process? That's easy. Angel Share. That's whiskey 101, guys. All right, I think it's time to get out of here. We got our bottle. So I'm gonna pick up my little bottle of William LaRue Wella right now. After the disastrous flood in 1937, Colonel Albert B. Blanton had the distillery back up and running in just 24 hours. That's pretty amazing.
Warehouse D was built in 1906 and houses over 19,000 aging barrels of whiskey. It is a vertical style aging warehouse, meaning the air moves in between floors. The base floor is concrete, and there are fewer windows than in some of our other warehouses, helping to keep moisture down. Moisture can be problematic due to how close the warehouse is to the river.
Yes. Buffalo Trace Distillery won its first prestigious Distillery of the Year designation by Whiskey Advocate in what year? 2000. Look, there's another person on here, and they're talking. Let's have a talk with them. What are you guys up to? Just having some coffee in between distillations? Yeah, me too. All right, that was kind of dumb. Sorry, guys.
But please continue to walk around and enjoy.
We're all done. Should we do the other tours? I think we should do at least the barrel tour. And see what's going on there. I want to see what happens to the barrels. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I want to know where my Buffalo Trace comes from. Look at all those barrels. Amazing. Founding father, salesmanship, and final acumen helped build the distillery into one of the world's leading bourbon producers. Oh, George T. Sag. You gotta get some of them wrong.
Walk past Cistern Room. White Dog comes from the still house here to the Cistern Room.
Look at all these little bottles coming off the line. Cool.
Go inside Regage. Nice collection you're putting together here.
I got everything but one on the distillery tour. I wonder what I missed on the distillery tour. And it looks like some of my Wellers, just by these bottle shapes here, the Wellers are on the hard hat tour. There's a bunch more on the barrel tour. Barrel tour is kind of long, so see if we can find some more. All right, well, here's one right here. This is called one of the only New Orleans original gold medal in 2018 Los Angeles International Spirits Competition. Oh, Sazerac. We got a couple wrong. Here we go. Let's walk through the barrel room. The regauge. That's where we're at right now. And I love that it's just a guided tour, but it's at the same time it's like an open world.
Then past the Free House on the way to the clubhouse.
Which is pretty cool.
The Free House was a building that distilleries had to store goods that had all of their taxes paid to the government, making them free of any liens. It is currently used as a museum and tour space.
This is the most inventive and comprehensive experiment ever conducted in the whiskey industry. What is the name of it? Single Oak Project. Buffalo Trace. I only have 7 seconds. Warehouse barrel. I'm gonna say Single Oak. Yes. You know, it's a pretty simple game, but I would think that, you know, getting all of the details of Buffalo Trace Distillery right probably took kind of a long time to sort of like build this whole world out and make sure it looked like how the distillery would look when you went there. This has been quite a cool little tour, I gotta say. Let's go inside this clubhouse. Oh, there's a bottle in here. Ooh, this is that really cool CYPB Weller.
Master Distiller's Room inside. The Master Distiller's Room was built along with the clubhouse in 19...
All right, guys, so that about wraps up our distillery tour. What I think is really cool is that they have this little explore button that you can press and then go around the distillery and kind of explore, tap on all of those little eye icons and find out information about different parts of the distillery. I'm gonna call it quits here, but I suggest you guys just go to buffalotracedistillery.com, download this, and then find all of those bottles. And I will see you guys on another time. Cheers.